Okay, Eddie was the guy who took a keychain cube and made an interesting mod wherein the middle layers could move completely independently of the outside layers. He's now made an improved version, and if I know my onions, and I don't know many onions, but the onions I know are hardware. That's a GAN 251M Pro right there. I know because I was working on one the other day for someone. And I wonder what this is on the outside. Fascinating. Let's hear what Eddie's got to say about this. I guess I have watched this because it was all the way through here. Or I skipped part of it anyway. But let's take a look. Eddie's been cooking, everyone. Eddie's been cooking again.
I would like to begin by thanking everyone for the support since the last video. Lots of
No worries, Eddie.
Ideas and criticism. And it's because of this encouragement and motivation that I can now present this improved 3x3.
Exciting.
But before we start getting into how this turns, I would like to talk about a couple of things. The first, Oscar van Deventer made a cube like this back in 2012 after a suggestion by Jens the Renders. So I was not the completely first one, though I did discover this mechanism independently.
Although it's not the first one in the world, Eddie didn't know about the first one when he came up with his first idea. But now he's running with it. I don't have a problem with it. Chang is saying 251M Leap. Okay, all right.
The handy cube.
Nobody likes that one.
But I believe a 2x2 core is a more descriptive name and simply overall better, so I'll be using it instead of handy cube moving forward. But simply to get everything straight with the credit and so on, that I should not be considered the initial inventor in that sense.
He's not the inventor. Oh, god dang, this is a 27-minute video. Okay, do we have chapters here, Eddie? I can't watch a half-hour video. That's going to be tough. Let me see. Where do we want to get to? Let's get to the goods. Do we want to look at the... we know that we understand the theory. I want to see the guts of this one. We understand the theory. We've been through that before. If you want to go in deep, you can go and you can watch Eddie's video, of course. I'll have it linked.
Curves and everything should move, but the pieces simply get stuck on each other due to the high amount of friction, which overall slows it down a bit.
Corner
the
cutting.
Pieces are also quite heavy.
Not bueno.
Overall, the cube is about 111 grams.
111 grams.
A bit too much. I was not really able to solve this with one hand, but it is.
Oh, I like the black stickers.
Good enough to be solved with two hands. So, and I will talk a bit more.
I want to see it working doing the slices
later and do a disassembly.
Oh, here we go.
It's heavy. When you try to do like a middle slice, they get a lot of momentum, and so you start the move with a flick, and then it continues. And the point of the magnets here is to catch it, but if the pieces are too heavy, they will overshoot a bit.
Right.
Because of the momentum, and you can,
sounds a bit dry there.
Get stronger magnet, but that isn't so nice and doesn't work well with the free moving slice feature, and also increases weight.
Chang, I'm trying to see if I can print his file too. Wait, is this which part of this is 3D printed? Did he 3D print the outer? I could believe that by the way it sounds.
By itself.
I could believe that by the way it sounds.
Over everything else, not just for one-handed solving, but also two-handed. So I believe, in that sense, the potential for this has gone up quite a lot.
The entire exterior is 3D printed. Okay, so that's a problem. That's a problem. That's why it sounds so bad, and that's why it's having such a friction issue. He said this was after hours of sanding. Yeah, That's tough. It's still not the right cube, is it?
My previous prototype,
Or there is no cube that exists.
which was mostly just a proof of concept, had a fairly big gap between that one and like a finished product. With this one, the gap has closed quite a lot.
That's why we're not getting corner cutting as well. Okay, so I want to see it performing. Okay, here we go. He's going to show us the mechanism.
If we take off the center cap, we will see inside
Ooh.
the can.
I can see why he wants to. I can see why he wants to print the outside, because it solves a lot of issues, doesn't it? Because he wants to use an established 2x2 guts. That makes sense. But there's only limited puzzles that he could use to fit around those guts. So he's had to do something bespoke. Chang, I wonder if resin print will still fix some of this issue. So resin print is a higher resolution, much higher resolution than layer by layer printing. There can sometimes still be lines in that. So much, much better, and would be an easier job to finish probably. There's a technique that people do with 3D printing where there's a spray that you can use which will essentially, like, I guess it must work like a polyurethane glue, like a poly cement, to essentially just melt the plastic a little bit, or maybe it just fills it up. I don't know. But I've seen people do that where they print something spherical or something organic, and they'll spray it and then very, very fine sand it, like polish sand it, and that'll get a really nice finish on it. So that's an issue. That's a potential. But resin printers are gross and messy and smelly and, you know, expensive, and you know, it's a whole different game. Acetone, thank you, Chaitanya. That spray would mess with tolerance. Oh, Chang, you do a lot of printing. Oh, so here I am telling you to suck eggs. You know what you're talking about. But so as far as I can tell, I think we agree that layer by layer, suboptimal for puzzles. Like, very suboptimal, hey? I can see the spray would mess with the tolerance if it builds up, or if it's subtractive. Like, either way, that's going to mess with the tolerance. I see what you're saying in there. What up, Richie? Welcome along.
251.
This is a very cool design. I will give him that. Like, just making that so accessible, like that is really smart.
Take off the spring.
I do admire people who can, like, actually design 3D stuff. Like, CAD design is hard. I've done a little bit of it where I've, like, hacked other people's designs for I'll tell you what, actually, I've got one here. So this guy hasn't flown in a minute because he's got a busted motor that I haven't fixed yet. But this guy is one of my Cinewhoop drones. So this mount here is printed, and basically all I did was I added GoPro mounts to here and here, so I could flip it to vertical if I wanted to, and then put it on horizontal, bang in the center if I wanted to as well. So that's not a GoPro, it's a 4K run cam is what it's called. But yeah, that's like the extent of my design. And then I also I printed this mount as well. So I took the old file for the original mount with the footprint of the bolts, and then I stuck a GoPro mount on it there so I could put a regular GoPro bolt in it. That's like the extent. That's the extent of my CAD stuff, is taking existing designs and just chopping them up. Oh, that's what I did as well. This camera holder, it was extended out so that it would hold the ND filter on, but I wanted to be able to change my ND filters in the field. So I was like, oh, I'll just cut it with a knife, and then I remembered that CAD exists, so I was like, oh, I'll just cut it off in CAD, and then it won't print it, and it'll be the perfect length, so everything's good. Pretty fun, and that's with the squishy green, not the hard stuff. Anyway, sorry, Eddie, what were you saying? Show me the guts. Guts.
And then
Let's
you
go.
can pull off the entire top layer.
Yes.
So this is how the inside looks. Here we have the outer edges.
Yeah, it's a massive sphere inside there, isn't it? Eddie! Oh, snap. You know what? You know what this cube looks like? The cube that he's printed looks very like a GAN iCarry. It looks very, very like a GAN iCarry, Eddie. Hold on a minute now. Here. Oh, jeez, it was right there, right on top. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Edward, if that is your real name. This looks remarkably like a GAN iCarry, because the GAN iCarry is sort of known for having massive Bluetooth guts. Okay? Oh, jeez, this is going to be hard to put back together. Eddie, this might be it. This might be it. All right? So let's take a look at Eddie's cube here, all right? Tiny little center caps, great big void in the middle. Now let's look at this iCarry. Okay? Very, very similar. I wonder. Ooh, fluff. I wonder if that's a potential as a base. Because I'll send you this one, Eddie, if you want. I don't need it. It doesn't work anyway, stupid iCarry. I wonder if that's a possibility, Eddie. The GAN iCarry. Because that's what your print looks like. Your print looks an awful lot like an iCarry. Is what I'm seeing there. Sorry everyone, I'm just gonna send a text. I'm being called by people. Sorry, I don't know why the office are calling me. They know I don't work on a Thursday. Sorry everyone, sorry about that. Eddie, get an iCarry, a first gen iCarry. And you might be cooking, sir.
Part of the
Morning, Chris.
There's no real torpedoes and such, but I will talk about an idea here.
Tell us about your idea, Eddie.
Be able to improve this. Now we can see here as well that I made sure to have some air between the inner and the inner 2x2 and the outer shell. But the GAN 251 is obviously not made for this, so the margin have been very slim. The outer 3x3 is 56 millimeters. By the way, it is not bigger than that. So it is.
That's impressive to keep it all in there.
A properly sized 3x3. But in many ways, the GAN 251 was very suitable for this because the edges, the corner to edge magnets were located inside, so to speak, rather than between the...
We talked about this on stream when we watched Eddie's first video, that the 251 was a good candidate. I think he was already thinking about it. I don't think we gave him the idea.
The outer...
We spoke about it on the last time we watched this video.
Which allowed me to get this effect. The better stability of the core, and not really have to sacrifice any performance and such by cutting down on the corners. Yeah,
that's cool. It's a perfect candidate for being in there. The perfect candidate. I wonder if you even need the edge magnets. Oh gosh, we're getting into some very technical stuff here as well. What are we talking about? Is this the centers? This is a big video. It's a bit of a difficult one to react to because it's massive and there's no chapters, so it's hard to see where I am. However, what I can see is a definite progression from where we were when we saw the prototype to come into this one. Eddie, I reckon maybe you've looked at it already, but I reckon it's worth having a think about the GAN iCarry. If you can find an old one, If you want my one, I'll send it to you, because it's no use as a Bluetooth cube anymore. I actually got rid of them all in the move, but I had a load of old faulty iCarries from that Gen 1 that I held onto for years because I'm very silly. But you could have that one if you want, Eddie. Very interesting. Glad to see it. I think there's still a lot of debate about what the actual tangible use case would be. But it's very, I love to see a man on a mission. Like, I love to see a man deep in the tinker, you know what I mean? Just like deep on the mission, trying to solve a problem. It's good fun. It's good fun having a wee mission like that. So good on you, Eddie. Glad to see that progressing. And I will be excited if he sees this. I think I've got him on messages. If he sees this, then maybe have a look at the iCarry, and see if that might help you out.